Melissa Gilbert was born Melissa Ellen Gilbert on May 8, 1964, in Los Angeles, California. She was adopted as an infant by actor and comedian Paul Gilbert and his wife, Barbara Crane, both of whom had strong ties to Hollywood. Growing up in this environment, Melissa was immersed in the world of entertainment from the very beginning. Her parents' backgrounds provided her with the perfect foundation for a career in acting. Despite the many challenges child stars often face, Melissa proved to be remarkably resilient. Her love for acting grew alongside her desire to establish herself as more than just another Hollywood name. She would eventually become a respected actress, director, author, and advocate. A true example of strength in an industry known for its turbulence. Breaking into Hollywood. Little House on the Prairie. Melissa Gilbert's breakthrough came at just 9 years old when she was cast as Laura Ingalls Wilder in Little House on the Prairie, 1974 to 1983. The role catapulted her to fame, making her a household name and a beloved character for generations of viewers. Based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's autobiographical books, the series focused on the American pioneer spirit, touching on themes of family, faith, and hardship. Melissa's portrayal of Laura, often called Half Pint by her TV father, Charles Ingalls, was marked by warmth, emotional depth, and relatability. The show became a cultural phenomenon, resonating deeply with audiences worldwide. It also cemented Melissa's place in Hollywood, where she would continue to build on the foundation of her iconic role for years to come. Building an impressive career beyond the prairie. After Little House on the Prairie ended, Melissa continued to flourish in Hollywood, appearing in a variety of television and film projects. She starred in emotionally rich made-for-TV movies such as Choices of the Heart, 1983, where she portrayed missionary John Donovan, and The Miracle Worker, 1979, where she played Helen Keller, opposite Patty Duke's Anne Sullivan. These roles demonstrated her acting ability, showing a maturity and emotional range far beyond her years. Melissa's versatility in both television series and movies continued to impress. She worked in series like Stand By Your Man and Sweet Justice, earning recognition for her continued relevance in a competitive industry. Her ability to evolve as an actress ensured that her career stayed strong, even as she moved beyond her childhood fame. Leadership in Hollywood, becoming a voice for actors. In addition to her acting career, Melissa Gilbert became a strong voice in Hollywood leadership. From 2001 to 2005, she served as the president of the Screen Actors Guild, SAG, advocating tirelessly for fair contracts, healthcare benefits, and protections for actors navigating the ever-changing landscape of entertainment. Her tenure was marked by her dedication to fighting for the rights of her peers, proving that Melissa was not just a talented actress, but also a fierce advocate for those working behind the scenes. Her leadership in SAG allowed her to have a significant impact on the industry, ensuring that actors had a voice and were protected in an often challenging profession. A new chapter, writing and sharing her story. In addition to her acting and advocacy work, Melissa explored her creative talents in writing. She released her memoir, Prairie Tale, 2009, which offered an honest and vulnerable look at her experiences growing up in Hollywood, the struggles of child stardom, and her journey through addiction and recovery. The memoir gave readers a behind-the-scenes view of her life, revealing the challenges she faced and the lessons she learned along the way. Melissa also wrote My Prairie Cookbook, 2014, a collection of family recipes paired with stories from her time on Little House on the Prairie. Her willingness to share personal aspects of her life endeared her to fans, providing them with an authentic look at the woman behind the iconic role. Marriage, family, and personal growth. Melissa's personal life has often been intertwined with her professional journey. In 1988, she married actor Beau Brinkman, who was also part of the entertainment industry. Together, they welcomed a son, Dakota Paul Brinkman, in 1989. However, despite their shared passion for acting, the couple divorced after 6 years. The end of her first marriage marked a turning point for Melissa, who took the time to reflect on her life and learn from the experience. Just a year later, she remarried actor Bruce Boxleitner, known for his roles in Scarecrow and Mrs. King and the Tron films. Their marriage lasted for 16 years, and they had a son together, Michael Garrett Boxleitner, named in honor of Melissa's late mentor and Little House father figure, Michael Landon. However, their relationship ended in 2011 after facing the challenges of balancing careers and family life. A Quiet Life and New Beginnings with Timothy Busfield. After her divorce from Boxleitner, Melissa took time to focus on herself and her children. She found love again in 2013 with actor and director Timothy Busfield, best known for his roles in The West Wing and Field of Dreams. Their relationship blossomed quickly, and in April 2013, they married in a private ceremony in Santa Barbara, California. The couple chose to live a quieter life, moving to Howell, Michigan, where they embraced a simpler existence away from the chaos of Hollywood. Melissa found fulfillment in renovating an old Victorian house, a project she described as a labor of love. During these years, she focused on writing, activism, and her health, seeking peace and balance after decades in the public eye. Reconnecting with New York, a new phase. In late 2018, Melissa and Timothy decided to leave their peaceful life in Michigan and relocate to New York City. The move marked a new chapter, filled with renewed energy and inspiration. In New York, Melissa found herself surrounded by art, theatre, and opportunities that reignited her creative passions. This new environment allowed her to reconnect with her roots and the fast-paced creative world that had once defined her career. The transition to New York represented both a return to her former life in entertainment and a chance to begin fresh, with her husband by her side and a new sense of purpose guiding her path. Opening up about Patty Duke. A complex friendship. At 61, Melissa Gilbert reflected on her complicated and deeply personal connection with Patty Duke, the iconic actress who became a household name at a young age. For years, Melissa had kept much of her personal history private, but with age and experience, she felt it was time to share the truth about her relationship with Patty Duke. Melissa spoke with reverence about Duke's extraordinary talent, describing her as one of the most fearless actresses she had ever seen. Patty had this uncanny ability to bring a character to life in a way that made you feel like you weren't watching a performance, Gilbert said. For Melissa, Patty's acting was inspiring, but it was also a reminder of the darker side of fame and the personal struggles that many child stars face. Learning from Patty Duke's strength. Melissa reflected on how Patty Duke became a role model for her and many other young actors. If she can survive everything she's been through and still have the strength to stand up and speak out, then there's hope for all of us, Gilbert said. Duke's ability to survive the intense pressures of child stardom and mental illness made her a cautionary tale, but also a beacon of hope for those in the industry. Melissa acknowledged that her own journey, marked by public relationships, addiction struggles, and health challenges, mirrored some of the hardships Duke faced. Watching Duke take control of her narrative inspired Melissa to do the same, and gave her the courage to find her own path to healing and growth. The human side of Patty Duke. While Melissa admired Patty Duke's professional talent, she emphasized the importance of seeing her as a person, not just a star. Patty wasn't just an actress or an icon or a tragic figure. She was a human being, Melissa said. Like anyone else, Patty desired love, stability, and peace in her life. Unfortunately, the pressures of fame made it incredibly difficult for her to find those things. Gilbert's reflections showed deep empathy for Duke's personal struggles, revealing the often invisible cost of fame and the complexity of navigating life in the spotlight. She reminded fans that even the brightest stars have their own battles, and it's important to remember their humanity. Paying tribute to Patty Duke's legacy. In the end, Melissa Gilbert's candid reflections on Patty Duke serve as both a tribute and a powerful reminder of the complexities of Hollywood's child stars. If there's anything I've learned from Patty, it's that our struggles don't define us, they shape us, Gilbert concluded. Through her openness, Melissa paid homage to the incredible resilience of a woman whose life had been both brilliant and troubled. By telling her truth, Melissa not only honored Patty Duke's legacy, but also reminded others that sharing our struggles can help us heal and inspire others to do the same.